All, and this is going to be the Fulton County Orca misdemeanor calendar. This is the list of misdemeanors that has already been accused. Hopefully, discovery has already been completed or ongoing, and that most of the, if not all, of the defendants have already retained with counsel so that they can figure out what's the next step in this case. I've got a few folks who are in the courtroom as well as individuals who are appearing via Zoom. I'm going to do a brief roll call just to get the status of the cases, and then we will proceed with the hearings. First of all, is there a Marcus? Is that Marcus Pitts in the courtroom? All right. If a Marcus Pitts appears, needs to be sent back up. Okay. Okay. All right. Everybody's been sending me emails about him. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to first address. I've only got one motion calendar this morning, so let's start with Keaton Cambone.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Yes.
I spoke with the state this morning. We thought a general demurrer. I think the state just needs to look at some issues, and I think we get a reset. We could probably hopefully work it out between now and then.
That's correct, Your Honor. The general demurrer was filed yesterday afternoon. I indicated to defense attorney I just saw it this morning, so I just need a little bit more time to discuss those issues with him, prepare if we do need to have an argument on it, but I do think we should be able to resolve it.
Reset dates July 6th at 9 a.m.
Is there a week after? I believe that's July 4th week. I have a week that week, Judge. Anytime after that week.
July 20th
Yes,
at 9 a.m.
yes, sir. Thank you.
And Your Honor, is that a motions calendar? Or
It
is that,
is.
okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Maybe excuse me.
Yes. Joshua Jones. Is there a Joshua Jones on Zoom? Joshua Jones?
And Your Honor, that case was accepted into diversion.
Oh,
So he's going to complete a class. If we could reset it for status, just to ensure that that's complete.
all right. I don't have a status calendar, so I'm just going to put it down for, when was it accepted?
Your Honor, I just extended the offer last week, so they accepted
Okay.
on Friday. I think I spoke with the attorney.
Let's put it down for the motions calendar.
Okay.
And we're just going to treat this as a compliance, okay? So that's July 20th for compliance at 9 a.m. It's too soon. Would that be too soon, July 6th?
No, I don't think so. It's just one class.
Oh, okay, then let's do July 6th then. I'm sorry. July 6th, 9 a.m. for compliance.
Okay.
Francisco Mojica.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning, sir.
I believe we have, yes, an interpreter on Zoom, but Mr. Mojica is
Good morning,
present.
Judge.
Good morning. Mr. Lopez, could you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the translation you provide will be a verbatim and actual translation with no changes or embellishments?
I do.
Thank you. All right, we have Mr. Joshua Bernard, Mr. Francisco Mojica present in the courtroom with his attorney, Patrice Helen.
El señor Francisco Mojica está presente en la sala con su abogada.
Sí,
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and Ms. Helen, what's the announcement?
Judge, we filed that motion yesterday, May the 17th, Judge, when we were just asking for the time for the state to have to review it. We would ask for that July 6th date, Judge. And if that date doesn't work, we're just asking for at least 10 days before the jury trial for those motions to be heard, Judge.
Sí, juez, ayer presentamos la moción, el día de ayer, el 17 de mayo. Estamos pidiendo un aplazamiento para el tiempo al Estado de revisar esa moción y dar respuesta si no está, y si ellos revisan, que se nos ponga en el calendario del 6 de julio. Y si no, entonces que se nos dé por lo menos 10 días antes del juicio conjurado.
está bien.
Ms.
Yes, that's right.
Reiser?
Yes, Your Honor, that's true. We did get a copy. We get served on a motion in limine tomorrow, or from yesterday at 3:30 in the afternoon. I believe that motion in limine is only challenging HGN. So one, whether the officer was compliant in it. I don't necessarily think it needs to be reset for an individual motion date, since it's just a motion in limine. I would be comfortable doing that prior to a jury trial in this case.
Is the
Sí, señora.
Go ahead,
No.
sorry. Go ahead, please.
Señora juez, nos presentaron la moción a las 3:30 de la tarde ayer. Es una moción simple como para discutir si el oficial cumplió y no creo que necesitamos que se nos ponga en un calendario individual de mociones.
Are we ready to have motions hearing today?
Está bien.
No, Your Honor, I was unable to subpoena any officers because it was just sent to the state yesterday afternoon at 3:30. So I didn't even have notice of what officers I would have needed to subpoena until that motion was filed. So, no, Your Honor.
Vamos a tener una audiencia de la moción hoy, no su señoría, porque como dije, se me presentó esa moción a las 3:30 de la tarde ayer, de manera que no sabía siquiera qué oficiales tenía que notificar judicialmente y por eso no podríamos seguir adelante con la moción hoy.
Case is
Okay.
going to be a reset. Are we doing a bench trial or a jury trial in this case?
Jury trial, Your Honor.
Going to reset it for a jury trial. We're going to issue a case management order today.
Muy bien, entonces vamos a aplazar este caso si va a ser un juicio con jurado o sin jurado. Va a ser un juicio con jurado, su señoría, entonces vamos a aplazar esto para una fecha de un juicio con jurado.
And the motion filed by the defense will be addressed just before trial.
Y la moción presentada por el abogado lo vamos a discutir antes del juicio.
Ya está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, please ask Mr. Francisco to maintain a current date, current address, so we can send him notice of his next court date.
Señor Francisco, por favor mantenga actualizado la corte de su dirección porque allá le va a llegar la notificación judicial.
Sí, es la misma dirección.
Yes, it's the same address.
Okay, any questions, Ms. Allen?
Judge, what's that reset date?
I don't have a jury trial date.
Understood, Judge.
Do you-
Pues, ¿cuál sería esa fecha? Todavía no tenemos una fecha para una audiencia, para un juicio con jurado.
Just out of curiosity, Ms. Reiser, what is the state's offer today if a plea was considered?
Señoría, solo para curiosidad de la corte, ¿cuál sería la oferta del Estado si él siguiese adelante hoy?
If he wanted to enter a plea today, it would be to 1 count of DUI alcohol less safe, the statutory minimums, so 12 months to serve 20. Oh, I'm so sorry. Statutory minimums on a first DUI.
Bueno, si se fuera a declarar hoy, sería un cargo de manejar bajo la influencia menos seguro, de manera que recomendaríamos lo mínimo por estatuto, que sería 12 meses bajo libertad condicional.
And that would include 12 months to serve 24 hours in custody, credit for time served 24 hours.
Eso incluye los 12 meses de libertad condicional, 24 horas para servir en la cárcel con crédito a los 24 horas que ya sirvió.
The balance to be on probation and a $300 fine.
El restante bajo libertad condicional y una multa de $300.
40 hours of community service, an alcohol drug evaluation, and any treatment if deemed necessary.
40 horas de servicio comunitario, una evaluación de alcohol y droga y tratamiento si es necesario.
1 risk reduction class and 1 victim impact panel.
Un curso de reducción de riesgo y un curso de impacto de víctimas.
All remaining charges would be null prost if he wanted to enter a plea today.
Los cargos restantes serían un retiro procesal si él quisiese declararse hoy.
So, Ms. Helen, I'm sure you've discussed this with your client. His case is going to be reset to, I don't know when.
Señora Helen, sé que ha discutido esto con su abogado, con su cliente, perdón, y le vamos a dar un aplazamiento, pero no sé hasta cuándo.
This case will remain open until he's summoned back to court for trial.
De manera que este caso va a quedar abierto hasta que lo vuelvan a notificar para venir a su juicio.
If he wants to consider the prosecution's offer, we can continue with the case today.
Si quiere considerar la oferta que está extendiendo la fiscalía, podríamos continuar con la declaración hoy.
Otherwise, we'll see him much later this year for trial.
Si no, nos vemos más tarde en el año para su juicio.
So I'm going to let his attorney speak with him.
Voy a dejar que la abogada hable con él.
I guess, Judge, would I need to get the phone number of the interpreter just to have a private conversation
Yeah.
with Mr. Mojica?
Either the interpreter, so you can provide your phone number in the chat if you'd like to. Do you have a laptop? with
I
you?
do, Judge.
Mr. Lopez, defense attorney, Ms. Patrice Helen is going to give you a phone number. She's going to put in the chat to you.
Mhm.
And if you could call her, she's going to put you on speakerphone to discuss the plea offer with her client outside the courtroom.
Very well. So log off the Zoom and then log
No,
back
no,
in. if
you
needed.
can stay on the Zoom. She's
Okay.
going, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're using your phone. for
I
Zoom.
am. I apologize.
So yes, you can log off and then if they want to move forward with the plea, you can log back in. Otherwise, your case will be reset for trial.
Very well.
Right? Just let me know when you have a number in the chat.
It is there.
You have it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
All right. Quickly write it down before you lose.
Oh, sorry. That's probation information. I apologize.
All right. So while Miss Helen is discussing, Mr. Lopez, Miss Redden is sending it to you, okay?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
other case I have is David Stover.
And Your Honor, that is my case as well.
All right. All right. While we're waiting on Mr. Lopez, Mr. Lopez, give us a few minutes before you call him, her, okay? Just a few
Yes,
minutes, 5 minutes. Yes.
And whenever the court is ready, Your Honor.
Yes, I am. Yes, this is David Stover, accused of battery and family violence, and I understand you filed an immunity motion.
I did, Judge, and I want the state to have just as much time to review that motion. I have Mr. Stover here with me and present, Judge, and we would ask same announcement as the last case. If it can't be heard today, which I don't think it's going to be heard today, we just ask for a short period before the jury trial, which we have requested and we are preparing for, that those motions just be heard right before that hearing.
All right.
Mr. Honor, the state was served that motion last night at 9:10 PM. We would not be ready to go forward. We have not had an opportunity to subpoena our victim and or any other witnesses to rebut a self-defense claim.
Okay. Y'all asking for a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're gonna reset this for a jury trial. Case management order. Has it been issued? No? No, okay. Case management order to issue today. And if the motion is considered, which will be considered just before trial. And of course, the state also, if they decide that they are agreeable to the terms of the motion, then the case will be taken off the calendar. But till then, we'll see you at trial, jury trial. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so the only other matter, Ms. Helen, we're waiting on you and Mr. Mojica's case. Mr. Gaither, do you have a case with us this morning?
No, not this morning, Judge, but I have to appear in court at 10 o'clock upstairs, but I came because I do have a
Because
case
you
on the
miss
bench
us.
trial.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do miss you guys. And I've been hanging out, but I have a case on the 1:30 calendar.
Yeah.
Just in case you all called it, I wanted to make a verbal announcement as to what's going on in that case.
Which one do you have? Simmons?
Yes, Simmons.
Anything novel going on? Ms. Simmons? Oh, I'll get to you. I saw your hand there. I'll get to you. Yes.
Well, what happened, Ms. Simmons actually terminated my services, I think March 25th. It was a couple of days before my procedure on April the 3rd.
Okay.
And she was gonna hire her divorce lawyer to handle the case.
Well, I hope he's ready for bench trial this morning.
And I was very late on filing my withdrawal. That's my fault. However, I have been in contact with Ms. Simmons' lawyer, where I emailed a long time ago and said, hey, look, you need to file an entry. I contacted Ms. Simmons 2 or 3 times saying, look, your lawyer needs to file an entry. I filed a withdrawal. So that's the status.
Do you, let me see, maybe I can just.
And I'm glad to come back at 1:30 as well. I just wanted to come.
Can you
this
make,
morning.
do you have a proposed order attached to the motion? or-
I filed it. It's probably in Odyssey. It should be attached to my withdrawal order.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. And do you know the name of the attorney?
Oh, it's on my
That's
laptop.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. I don't see an entry of appearance by a new attorney. So let me see. I saw a substitution of counsel here, but that was for you.
And that's fine. I'll be back. I'll come at 1:30 just to formally make the announcement. I just wanted to come this morning because I had a feeling to come up.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right, Miss, was it Walker?
Yeah, as soon as I get back to.
Forrester. And Miss Forrester, if you could please stand up and come around because I don't have you on the calendar and I don't have your case number. And while you're walking to the podium, is there anyone else on the Zoom who I'm supposed to call? No? Okay.
Your Honor, there are, just while Ms. Forrester's walking to the podium, there is another case that's on the SAP calendar. So Mr. Eason is here for that. He's a victim in that case, and I believe this is the defendant's family. The defendant in that case is incarcerated, and I'm not sure where we need to direct them to.
To the clerk's office? Okay, let me see. Okay.
Wait, y'all talking about that thing?
Do they speak English?
Yes,
Okay. Is your family member still in jail? She is. And so she has going to be seen by the judge at 9 o'clock. And they normally do it on the big screen, but you have to get on the Zoom to watch everything. Do you have a phone to get on the Zoom?
Yes, so it's not in here.
It's not in here. Because we're doing this, so the courtroom's being used for something else.
Okay, so what, is there a link or?
If you go up to J150, first floor, go to the clerk's office and say you need the SAP Zoom link.
Said go up to floor, what, sorry?
The first floor, as soon as you get off the elevators, you'll see a sign right in front of you. It will give you direction to the clerk's office. Just 1 second. What is that?
I'll give her this thing, so she knows what she's asking for.
I'm gonna give you something else. Can you print this up for her? This is just gonna be.
Thank you so much.
You probably need to, just, twice. For the other one. Okay, we're gonna print up the Zoom link. It's gonna have the meeting number and the passcode, and you can step outside and just do that. All right. Now, sir, is he the alleged victim in this case or a separate case?
yes, Your Honor.
Same case?
Same case, yes.
Okay, we're gonna give you a copy. Do you have a phone or?
Doing the incident, he broke my phone, so.
Okay, so you go into the clerk's office, J150, and they will put you in a room where you'll be able to watch everything.
Okay.
All right? So both of you can go up to J150 and both of you can, ma'am, hello? Both of you can stay outside in the hallway and get on the Zoom. I'm giving to you right now. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Forrester, do you have a case number by any chance? Ms. Forrester, right?
Yes.
Do you have a case number?
I don't know.
No, okay. Let me go ahead. Forrester, common spelling, right?
Yes, Forrester.
First name?
Kedeeish.
K-E-B,
D is in dog.
K-E-D,
Eish.
E-I-S-H. Kadish?
Yes, Kedish.
K-E-D as in Denmark, E-I-S-H.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Kadish, excuse me, Ms. Forrester, you were just released on May 11th?
Yes,
Okay. And you were given this court date after you were addressed by the judge on May 5th?
yes,
Do you recall?
yes.
That would have been me.
Yes, it was you.
Okay. And so when I give you the court date of today, that is assuming that you would still be at the facility.
Oh,
But since you made bond, so you're out, so just remember that you have to stay away from the that location at Godby Road,
yeah.
right? You
Yes, ma'am.
cannot have any contact with Sharon Watt.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The other thing also is, do you have a good address, a mailing address?
Yes.
All right. And
The
that's
one
not-
that y'all have on file is wrong, though.
I'm sorry?
The one that's on file is wrong.
Is wrong, okay. So you would have to go to the first floor and submit your new address or correct address in writing,
Okay.
right? And I'm going to have this printed up for you. Oh, yeah, okay, okay.
Can I get an excuse for work?
An excuse
Yes.
for whom?
Work.
Oh, okay.
Will there be another?
I'm going to give you a document. It's going, this is your bond order. At the top, it's got the case number.
Okay.
All right. And you're going to go to the clerk's office and give them that piece, just show them that piece of paper, but you keep that paper, okay?
Okay.
And it's got your case number at the top right corner.
Mhm.
And that's when you just tell them that you need to update or correct your mailing address.
Okay.
Because once you're released, then your next court date will be scheduled down the road.
Oh, okay, okay.
And the judge who's going to be handling your case is Judge Patsy Porter.
Okay.
All right. So if you'd like to have a seat back in gallery, give me a few moments because I type really slow.
Okay.
I'll get your excuse.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else who needs to be addressed? All right. Miss Helen, isn't she talking to the interpreter?
Yes, Judge.
Oh, okay. But Mr. Francisco is here.
Oh.
Hmm? Oh, with, oh, I see. Okay. Let me ask, Mr. Mr. Lopez. All right, folks, we'll be in recess until we readdress, the last case that still remains on the calendar. Otherwise, we will be in recess until 1:30 p.m. for the bench trial matters. Thank you. Mr. Lopez, have you spoken to Ms. Helen?
Yes, ma'am. They said they were going to come back into the courtroom. I don't know if they're making an announcement or if I was needed, so I just decided to come back in.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Your
Oh.
Honor, Mr. Francisco has denied that offer. We are preparing to be heard for motions before that next jury trial.
Okay,
Señor, su señoría, el señor Francisco ha negado esa oferta, así que se nos espera oír para la moción antes del juicio.
all right. The case is reset for jury trial. As I said, I don't know when that's going to be, but make sure that you maintain a good address with us.
Muy bien, entonces el caso se va a aplazar para su juicio con jurado. Como dije, no tengo una fecha exacta todavía, pero entonces mantenga su dirección actualizada.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. That
Okay,
concludes our calendar. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. You're free to go. And
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
we'll resume at 1:30. Thank you, Mr. Lopez.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.